It's raining fast. I was thinking about good actors the other night, and I was thinking you can always say who's a good actor. And you can like name the films that they've been in. You know, a lot of classic films like Nicolas Cage, been in some good films. Uh, and then, then I was thinking of John Malkovich because, and I was thinking, what are John Malkovich's famous films? And the most obvious one is Being John Malkovich, and then there's Con Air, and then Mr. Bean, and he's and I couldn't think of a good film that John Malkovich had actually been in. Not that there's nothing wrong with Mr. Bean or Johnny English, is it? Uh, so I was so like Robert De Niro, lots of good films. Al Pacino, lots of good films. What about, I suppose, Julia, what's her name? Julia was in, she was in, but I guess she's just rom-coms. And that Mexico one with Brad Pitt, that was a good film. Well, I just read that in England the average age of the person dying from COVID is 82, which sounds like a lot of people in their fucking 90s died. So it really, because if these people are on, it's, it just seems to be that they just got a weakened immune system, and that's you'd really protect these people and don't let idiots into the fucking nursing homes. It's crazy because I think that's where a lot of them died. But this, like now, this place, this is a Friday night. There's 5 people. It's crazy. You just got to. You can't do another fucking 6 months. You can't do another 2-3 months of this inside because it's causing more deaths to people that want operations. Suicide. Jess Stevenson. I'm in Japan in a family restaurant. Where are you, Jess? I've got 500 yen. I've got a cash card, but the bank is down the road, but it's raining. So I'll just eat when I go home, I think. Jess is gone. Should I eat something? Oh, I've done it before. Eat something and then tell them I haven't got the money and then I've got to go to the bank. What do you think? I did that before. I did it before at Joyful, and I did it 2 times at Joyful. They weren't very happy. That's what you get with spending a lot of money. Oh, good news tonight. I'm going to win under lottery. $9 million. Nah, as they say, as they say around here. I've got to try and get in touch with my old girlfriend and see if she can open a bank account up for me. Anyone else want to talk? Jess doesn't want to talk. That guy's disappeared. Bless you. Is that the COVID? Is that COVID? COVID is C void. Did you know that? C void. Hello. Monster. My favourite waitress isn't working tonight. Iwama's been throwing a lot of things about. I wonder. I should take in some canned foods, and a tin opener. Hey, sick. I don't suppose you finance. Were you in finance? I just remembered I had an old friend. I haven't spoke to him in fucking 30 years. God, time passes. Are you working in that now? Oh, well, this is about as entertaining as it gets. I was watching the history of Britain today and the trouble between the English and the Scots. is he paying you the history of Britain going back to the Romans and then on the early kings, and now we're up to James the First, I think. And the Scots were leading the charge at the one minute. The king who was Scottish, but he didn't get crowned in Scotland till after 8 years. Then he invited an Irish army to fight the Scottish, and they lost. So I'm doing that while tidying the room up. So I've just been phoning London for a financial advice. So much for being overseas and doing this. Is if I'd only fucking had a bank account in England, I could have avoided all this fucking bollocks. If I'd have just opened a fucking bank account. How's it going in Scotland? Can you go in pubs? The average age is 82. I opened a bank account because I was hoping to be successful on shares. I opened a bank account in Guam, and I says, "How much do I need to put in the bank account that you don't charge me?" And it said $300, so I put $300 in, and then they found a way to gradually fucking reduce that under fucking $300. The fucking bastards. Oh, Santa's turned up. Fuwa Fuwa Yoshiku. No fucking idea what you're saying, pal. How did I get on? Yeah, since we last spoke, my world has increased tenfold. How did I get on? Well, I got my bicycle back from the police this morning, and I told them if they ever saw that the guy that stole the bicycle was 77 years old. He repaired the puncture, and then the police just fucking randomly stopped him. And so I said, okay, I want the bike back. And I said, if they ever saw the old guy again, tell him thank you. In them house. Hello, Matt Bedrock. Hey up. And then I've just spoke to a financial advisor, and he says he wants £5,500 for his advice. And he seems to think that I shouldn't leave my pension account. Yeah, because the puncture was on the back tyre, and it was like three gears. So it was a bit of a pain in the arse to take the back wheel off. I could have took the tube out, of course, but I didn't have a puncture repair kit or the patience. But now I've got a bike, so I went and bought a lot of chain. Cheers, Santa. Which made me getting a pension. I won't be. I won't be using that advisor. So my wife doesn't. I contacted my wife. She's not interested in if I die getting my pension. So or maybe I could give it to my niece. She's a single mother, got bad breath. Oh, that's a good. I never thought of that. Because I don't think I'd like to give it to my daughter, but she's in the same country. She might try to kill me. When I work for, no, I've got the pension. I finished the pension 30 years ago when I left telecom. But it seems that it would be very difficult to leave it, and there's lots of people that want lots of money for helping me. So I want to start receiving it, but the problem is that I couldn't open a fucking bank account. So this is 18 months. I haven't had the pension for 18 months. But it won't be coming to Japan because it's fucking pointless changing it. When I worked for telecom, if you died 30, 40 years ago, if you died working for British Telecom, your family got like £10,000 immediately. But I put my sister down as the person to receive it, but I didn't tell her, or she'd have been at the fucking bottom of the pole with a fucking axe. I have beneficiaries, but it's the trustees, so they're gonna say, does she need it? But by the time, hopefully, by the time I die, she'll be married and have a little kid. Hopefully, if it's in the next fucking few months, I won't be too pleased. But I guess if I nominate my daughter, I guess because I've got to nominate my daughter, then they can check it out. Then they can say no, you can't give it to your daughter. Then I'll tell maybe my niece. You see that fucking Romanian puff that married that English puff priest? He ended up getting like several £100,000 and his house. And that's what happens when you're willing to suck cock. But now a lot of people know he's got a lot of money, so he could meet a sticky end. I I didn't mean that. With who? Was that REV? Revolut, who's I never heard of them. Where I could easily get a bank account was if the payments into the bank were £2,000 a month, then they weren't so funny. But obviously you've got to jump through. If it's not so much money, then Tintech, fintech. Okay, I'll have a look. I'll have a look online. If I went to the UK, this is why I was asking my brothers for £1,000 so I could go to the UK to open a bank account, and the fucking cunts wouldn't send me £1,000. But I am betting now that the brother next to me, because he's 60 soon, or is he just 60? Yeah, 60 in August. So he's 60, so I'm sure he got like a massive fucking pension payout, the cunt. How do you know what like a cat shit in your mouth is like? I think Ed's got some strange habits. Is he alive? Is he alive? Iwama, I think so. And you got any medical people out there? Do you want to see my medical results from a few? My triglycerides are a little high. Hey Dash, you see them? The fat in my blood's a little high, I think. Oh, that's way out. That's double. I should get that down. White blood count is 7,000. I think that's pretty good, isn't it? Oh, that's increased. So my white blood count increased from the last time. I wonder if that was the diet. No, I've gone on. I've just had so much on my fucking mind recently. I just forgot about the diet. I need to start doing it again, though. I need to start doing it again. Oh, I'm looking for the other phone. I'm fucking looking at it. You're overnight the 9,000. That's the limit, isn't it? Did you use a red crayon? I haven't washed this for quite a few days. Maybe tomorrow I'm going to wash it and then put some conditioner in it. so I can be like a real Santa. Looks like Mo is. I asked Mo if she's if I said anything to upset her. She said no way. But it looks like she don't want to make videos. In the ghetto. That was a good song, wasn't it, by Elvis? Tom Parker took too much money off Elvis. 50%. Must have thought he was fucking Japanese manager. Ed, it's just been out that the average age of the person dead from COVID is 82. Yeah, she is funny, but I don't know, mate. I think I told her my financial woes and it seemed to scare her off. That could also change in 30 minutes. What time is it now? Go home, check the Mo in. I know from a long time ago. I used to talk. Sometimes I talk to kids at the station, tell them to stop smoking and things like that. Have a laugh with them. And she was one of these kids, and I used to talk to them in gusto. Her and her boyfriend. And she shouted at me a few weeks ago. I don't think Iwama realizes that he can start a new channel. All he's got to do is not fucking go in the internet, go in the supermarkets and pester people. Well, the good news is I've only spent 440 yen. Drinks bar? No, not today. I just had two cheap beers. You'll be in the cosmos before 82. Recently I've had beans on toast, but cold beans. I burnt the toast. I toasted the toast and then I put the cold. That reminds me, I've got to get some bread. I need a new. I've got a new mo. I'm gonna get a more flexible mo. Yeah, there's well, I went to with a friend, and the last time I bought beans, that were like 206 cans for like 1,200 yen, which was great. And I didn't have a lot of money, so I couldn't stock up on them. Then someone told me they did them at a shop in Sakai, and they were about 290 yen, I think. But the other shops, they weren't like fucking the foreign warehouses. They want 450 yen. she's cute. You can get baked without beans. Nice one. Might be playing up again the fucking Wi-Fi. It was like that last night, drove me fucking crazy. I wonder if they built in a time limit on the Wi-Fi in Gusto. Yeah, it is Gusto, yeah. Yeah, I was talking to someone the other night, and they reminded me about the Kimball, the second-hand stores, the thrift stores. They've got loads of fucking videos, VHS. So it's raining tomorrow, but on Sunday I might go looking. I might go looking for these like 100 yen videos you can buy. There was a film called Payback with Mel Gibson, and I decided to. I've watched it about 5 times now, so I threw that away today. Yeah, I was thinking next year maybe I can, if I get that money, then maybe go to England with my daughter. Place for 3 days now, so I think I want to move it. Before anyone starts to get ideas and see the bobbies on bicycles. I had to fill in for that, getting that today, the bicycle. I had to fill in 3 pages of paperwork. Maybe go and get a loaf for the morning. How long can you have eggs for? These eggs, the best by date was like 15th of September. How long will it stay okay for? Wow, it's getting busy now. Alright, Ed. Circ. What was that say? The little dink. Okay. Dash. I was a little fat, I didn't see that question. Oh, drive. Oh. Are you still there, Dash? The liver fat, I think I don't know if that came up. It was just in the triglycerides, so they just measured it in the blood. But I think I've got to, I've got to stop eating too much fat.